Welcome to Agree to Disagree. On this week's episode, we're talking about Anthony Richardson. He's going to get drafted too high, but by whom? And South Carolina is undefeated going into the NCAA Women's Tournament. Who has the best chance to beat them? And how will Derek Carr fare in New Orleans?
Anthony Richardson is going to be drafted way too high, and the team that's going to take him are the Indianapolis Colts. Here's why. The Indianapolis Colts have the 4th overall pick in this upcoming draft, and they just hired Shane Steichen from the Philadelphia Eagles. As we know, he took Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl, ran that option offense. Essentially he's looking for a similar brand or similar style of quarterback. There's one man who fits that in this upcoming draft, and who's rising in the top 10. It's the guy who just ran the fastest, or one of the fastest 40s for a quarterback in history, who had one of the best vertical leaps. Has all the attributes, none of the accuracy issues, but they fixed those issues with Jalen Hurts. I think they can do the same thing, or they believe at least they can do the same thing for Anthony Richardson. So what do you think? Agree or disagree?
Disagree. When you mention Shane Steichen, CJ Stroud absolutely pops off the board as the person who will be starting for the Indianapolis Colts come this September. I'm going to go a little off the board here and go a little weird. I know I'm going to be wrong.
But you go wrong usually.
You know what? This always goes right for me, and I'm just going to really stick with it here and go the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I know don't draft early. They absolutely want to.
Which pick?
They're going to trade up. But this is why this is going to happen. You just lost Tom Brady. Blaine Gabbert's not your guy. You're going to want to make a big splash. You're already in the state of Florida, and Anthony Richardson fits that bill.
Regional choice.
You got to go regional choice. Localize every story. And this is how Tampa Bay.
So you think they're starting over? You think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are starting over with an entire new? We got this veteran roster. You think they're gonna start with a fresh rookie quarterback?
Absolutely, because it's better than free agency. Where are they gonna go? It's gonna be Carson Wentz for them. It's gonna be Marcus Mariota for them. They're gonna go and get Jared Goff from the Lions.
I thought they would have gone after Derek Carr myself.
They didn't get him.
Not.
Stay tuned. But you absolutely need to go in a big direction when Tom Brady leaves your team. Unless you're telling me that Blaine Gabbert, who hasn't showed up in a big way since he was in Missouri, it's not going to happen for them. It's just a matter of where they draft a quarterback, and I think they're going to go after Richardson here.
Next topic. South Carolina right now undefeated. Which team is best positioned to defeat them in the upcoming tournament? Eric, give me your terrible answer.
Terrible answer. I haven't even told the people that I think it's going to be UTEP yet. I haven't even done. No, I'm kidding. No, shout out to the Miners. No, anyway, the team I'm picking is Indiana, and I am picking them because they've pretty much been very clearly the number 2 team in the country this entire season. Big Ten women's basketball has been an absolutely just a terminator of a conference. So many amazing teams. Maryland, Iowa. You have Ohio State, who did beat Indiana in the Big Ten tournament. Yes, Dawn Staley's squad enters this tournament as the number 1 team in the country, and it's going to take a monumental effort to beat them. But 2 words: Mackenzie Holmes. She has been the leader of this team. She is on the Wooden Award watch list. She is absolutely phenomenal. And not only can she take over a game, but she's the kind of emotional leader that can take down a Dawn Staley team. But what team do you think it is?
Eric, right conference, wrong team. The answer was right in front of you. I don't know how you got this wrong. The Iowa Hawkeyes. We're talking about one of the best teams in the country. Caitlin Clark, the storyline is right there. I mean, she's a year away from breaking the all-time scoring record. She's having a breakout season, which is incredible considering how great she's been her first 2 seasons. It seems like team success is going to be one of her best years in the tournament as far as an overall team success. This team is primed to win it all. You make a great point. Fine, Indiana is an okay team. They're great, but they don't have the individual star power that Caitlin Clark provides.
Here's Clark. She fires, and it goes! She hit it! Wow!
Derek Carr, who left the Las Vegas Raiders and now is a New Orleans Saint. Congratulations. Hope you like the Bayou. But he's going to be their starting quarterback. And DJ, how do you think he'll fare in the Big Easy?
It ain't going to be easy, that's for sure. That team is going to need a Saint. Is he going to be successful? Is that what you're asking me? I think he'll be successful at helping them secure a top 10 pick. Absolutely. You're going to see essentially what you've always seen. He's going to make a lot of turnovers. He's going to disappoint fans. He doesn't have as much talent as he had with the Raiders. There's no Devontae Adams there. I mean, Michael Thomas Yeah, they got Slot Boy, but I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? No, this is not gonna work out. He can go like swim in a swamp or something and have more success there.
He is a bigger fish in a smaller pond of the NFC South. Did the Saints become a better team with him? I do think so. But even in this really bad division, I don't see the Saints really winning it with him. I would believe in the Panthers more. I do believe in whatever Tampa team shows up more. And the Falcons are going to be Atlanta, but I mean, I don't think the Saints, this is the big splash they needed.
The Falcons can get Lamar Jackson and throw this whole division topsy-turvy.
They could, but in the likely event they don't, they're just still going to be mediocre at best. I think Derek Carr didn't know what he had in Las Vegas with Devontae Adams, with Josh Jacobs, with Darren Waller, until you leave it. So I actually do agree with DJ that like this is not going to be the big splashy move that everyone hopes it's going to be.
Worst case scenario might be that they go with the division winner is 8-8 or 8-9 again, and next thing you know, you're stuck with a middling team with Derek Carr's contract, and now you're what? What's the end game here? Losing in the wild card round?
Unless you just need a game manager, which really doesn't work in the NFL, and you just rely on Alvin Kamara, and who knows what he's going to be up to. So,
as usual, I'm right. You're wrong.
Wait. We just agreed. How can I be wrong?
It's just your general aura sense of being. You're just wrong in general. Thanks for watching, and stick with Deadspin for more.